Good.
Okay. So if you could grab a pen and paper first, this is going to be your little social media cheat sheet. So there are 4 things that you need to do every day on LinkedIn, and there are 3 things that you need to do just once a week. Okay? So the 4 things that you need to do every day. Number 1, you are to post 1 to 2 times. That's number 1. Number 2, you are to send 3 to 5 gratitude messages to those that engage with you. And I'm gonna show you what all this means. It's gonna make sense, but this is gonna be like your little cheat sheet. 3, you are to use the happy birthday, work anniversary, change of job position messages that they give you every day. So you're going to use the automated messages every day. And number 4, you are to look at the analytics to see who's actually engaging with you. And again, I'm going to show you what all this means. The 3 things that you need to do once a week. Number 1, on Mondays, you are to do a video on LinkedIn. You want to drink your shot first?
No, I'm good.
Wednesdays, you are to write an article. And Fridays, you are to start a discussion in 1 or 2 of your highest engaged groups. And now I'm going to show you what all of this looks like. So, the notification section right here on LinkedIn is the most important section of all, because this shows you everything that's going on. So when you click on the notification section, this shows you who's engaging, right? So this person wants to connect. So this was a Motivational Monday video I did today on being perfectly imperfect. It was a quick little video. It was only 1 minute, 12 seconds. It's gotten 3 comments, 23 likes. Obviously, I can, see who Jordan is. He probably sent me a connection. Not yet, but he wants to connect, so I can write him back. And this is how I engage with my audience. So the other thing is this. 23 minutes ago, this was a post I did, I believe, a few days ago. 2 days ago. So here's the difference between Facebook and LinkedIn. Facebook, you need to post 4 to 6 times a day because you're promoting to the same people every day. There's no real big growth that happens. Once you reach 5,000 friends, most of your followers are people that are already in your company. On LinkedIn, because you have a 30,000 connection capacity, you can grow your network every single day. So as new people come into your network, they're going to go to your profile, they're going to look at your activity, and they're going to re-engage with things that they have seen. So that's why this post comes back up 2 days later. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So let me show you this. This was something else 56 minutes ago. This was my post from Father's Day. Yesterday, it's still getting engagement. Let's look at something else. 4 hours ago, somebody liked an article I wrote. Now, this article I wrote on June 14th, and it's still getting engagement. 73 likes, 6 comments, 3 people reshared it. Now, here's what you need to do. So just as an example, I'm going to take this post right here. When you do a post, you need to have content above it and a picture. So a post that has content and a photo in one gets 200% more engagement. So you want to make sure that you write a little message, like not just like, Happy Monday, and then post a picture, you actually want to put some thought. That's why you only have to post 1 or 2 times. So put some thought into it. Now, here's the cool thing. So this shows me the views. It also shows me who has commented. So I'm going to comment back to these people. And I'm not going to reply to them because that just adds to their thread. I'm going to add another comment by tagging them to add an additional comment to the thread to draw more engagement. So I'm just going to tag Clara. And I'm going to tag Kelly. Now, the other thing I can do is I can send some gratitude, okay? So I can click on this person right here, Andy. I can hit message. I can first see what our engagement was before. So it's busier than projected. We didn't really connect over the phone, but now I can re-engage the conversation by sending him a gratitude message, which I do 3 to 5 times a day. And all I write is, "Hi, Andy. I just wanted to stop by and say thank you so much for liking and supporting my post from the other day. It means so much to me, and I am grateful for you and your connection. Enjoy the rest of your night." That's it. Now, if he writes back, then I can re-engage the conversation. We never got a chance to speak. Would love to learn more about what you're doing. Do you have any time this week for a call? Does that make sense?
Got it.
These are all different ways to re-engage conversations that may have never taken place or re-engaging where they might have left off. Got it?
Yeah.
So, again, with my video, I can do the same thing. And the cool thing is with the video, so I'll get into the videos, but on how you should do them. But you can see, and I can just tag Jordan in that. Got it?
Yep.
Posting a couple times. It's got to be just good, solid content. This was my post this morning. Just a little message. You can use some hashtags because people search LinkedIn now for hashtags. Little picture. 742 views. All good? Good. We got new iPhone X's tonight.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah, I can play with this thing all night now.
Do you love it?
We literally just activated it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the face recognition thing is pretty cool. I'm going to dive into it and see what it's all about. I don't know, like the picture thing from what Nancy showed me looks really cool. Like you can do like professional photos.
Wow.
But I just think it's cool. Like instead of unlocking your phone and putting your code, you can just hold it right up to you and it recognizes your face.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's heavy too, so you know there's a lot into it. So obviously, I forgot to delete this. This person's like literally, I don't know what the hell she's doing. Thank you. So again, on my post, I can like all this, you know, well said, and I comment back. Now,
That. Tell me where you see where it's their birthdays and job changes and
Yep.
those messages.
that is very easy. So when you scroll in the news feed, right here, congratulate Dana for starting a new position. So I'm going to hit say congrats. This will show me where we left off. Congrats. And I sent her a message. She didn't respond. Congrats. Send. We've never really talked. See who's celebrating a birthday or work anniversary. And then I just go down and I say congratulations to every single one of these people.
How do you feel about people that are already in a wellness company or in another network marketing company? Do you think it's worth it to spend your time with them?
2 reasons. Number 1, I like to practice my questions because I'm always looking to hone my skills. So I do it as practice. I never cross recruit. I try to see how they're doing and I try to get some honesty out of them. You know, how long you've been in, you know, what's your overall goal. When someone tells me they're like 9-10 years in,
yeah,
and there's, you know, they're not making it yet, like, you know, I'm telling you, I've coached people close to 60 different network marketing companies now. I've spoken to very few people outside of Isagenix that are actually making money. And I mean, I don't mean making money, Angela. I mean like making real money, like full-time income money.
I don't disagree with you. I had a woman post on Facebook for me, and she was with some Tastefully something or other, and the woman said, "Oh, ask Angela if she knows Cindy Walters and Lisa Micel." And I said, "I do. They're Isagenix millionaires." And I said, "Why isn't that woman doing Isagenix? And so many of the women from her company have come over and become millionaires." And she said, "I've put too much time in. I'm not going anywhere." She's been with the company 11 years. Is not making any money, my friends, but
yeah, I don't know what, like, you know, there is no other compensation plan like ours.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, honestly, it was just so funny. I totally forgot I hit one of the resets during the reset period, and I got like an extra drop today in my ISA wallet.
It is so crazy. I had a 5-figure check, and it was so unexpected. And like, you just have to pinch yourself. I mean,
yeah, like
God sent.
And you know that they're just so giving with everything that they do. So you know,
I wanted to show you something and run this message. Jessica Rayner showed me some messages that she's shooting out to people on LinkedIn, and it says, "Would love to chat. Hey there, Laura. Just love to be connected to other really successful female networkers. Would love to connect and exchange ideas sometimes. Let me know what time works for you. Hi, Lisa. Just randomly came across your profile. It's the best thing being connected to other successful women. Would love to connect and chat." So this is like Jessica Rayner, how she's like messaging. It's slightly different than what you're messaging people, but it's just a matter of like messaging your contacts saying, "Great to connect with like-minded entrepreneurs like yourself."
Don't forget, you're connecting with a lot of non-entrepreneurs because most people aren't.
Yeah.
And the other thing that, Angela, you have to differentiate, not everybody has what it takes to not only do entrepreneurship, but to do network marketing.
Yeah.
This takes a very specific person.
Yeah.
So I don't want to, like, you know, I have 19, like I had 3 calls today. I have a crazy, like I have 19 calls set up this week and I still have to get back to some other messages. It's very, like, I'm leveling up. I'm looking for some big time players. I'm looking
for specific people.
Yeah, I mean, because don't forget that there are, you know, as Jeffrey says, there's broke dicks everywhere. Yes. So I don't want to talk to people that are quote unquote looking for a job. Like, I'm not looking to hire anyone. I'm looking for people that are like big players that are, you know, money motivated. They love making impact around, you know, the people that they surround themselves with. You know, family is very important to them. They don't take no for an answer. It doesn't bother them. And they're just always moving forward. Like, I don't care who it is. I don't care how young or old you are.
Hustlers, grit, and go-getters. Like,
yeah, that's it. Like,
You have
I
to
mean,
be at an event. Like, it's important to me that they get to the event. If I say it's important that, you make your list and call me, if they don't do simple things like that, like when Alexis Romano said to me like 5 years ago, make a list of 100 people and call me in 24 hours. Like, I had a list of 200 people and I called her in 12 hours. Like, I was scared. I did not want to do it. I wanted it badly.
yeah, I mean, the fact is I'm always like everyone, it's funny. Everyone has different methodologies and ways of using social media now. I mean, social media is very fun for me. None of this is a chore. I don't dislike any of this. I love pumping content out. I randomly did a Facebook Live on Friday afternoon comparing the ketogenic diet to intermittent fasting to cellular cleansing. And it got shared like 28 times, almost 2,000 views because, and I didn't like pin one against the other. I actually just sat there and explained, I'm like, there's a lot of people that don't know what ketosis is. And I want to explain to you what ketosis is. And from me describing what ketosis is, do you feel that is a family-friendly diet and it's something you can do for the rest of your life? Here's intermittent fasting. Here are the two different types of intermittent fasting. The 5.
But for you, it's fun. You're doing it because you love it and you love education. And you like it.
And that's, I posted a selfie tonight of, I did a charcoal mask earlier and I posted a little selfie of mine. I'm like, I'm cleansing on my inside. I'm also cleansing my face. So, you got like, it's about putting yourself out there, having fun, having a good time, and not being so serious. And someone even commented like, Scott, I wish I could have as much fun as you and not take things so seriously. I'm like, then do it. Like,
you have to, and you can't be discouraged because I tell you, on this, being in Maui and seeing all these ISA people on the treadmill early in the morning, I felt proud. Like, these are just people who are living the ISA life. They didn't go on the treadmill with their shaker cup and their e-shot to try to get someone. This is their life. They enjoy it. You are a product of the product. And I tell people, you know what? So what? You're going to get a few no's. But you're also going to get a lot of yeses, and those yeses can turn into something magnificent.
Good.
And I think for a lot of people, it's a hard pill to swallow where you feel that rejection or objection or, some people, they think it's like a personal a thing against them, but they just didn't go through enough, I think, personal development. Like, if you have been a student of Jeffrey Combs, you would understand that, it's nothing personal. It's like the waitress at the diner.
Most people can't hack it because, I was even telling my girlfriend who just started doing network marketing and she's doing well. She's enrolled a bunch of people, but the last 4 people or last 3 people she spoke to, they all 3 ghosted. 1 didn't answer the phone. 2 people like were going back and forth and then dropped off the face of the earth. And it's just people being people. People are very non-committal. That's why I focus a lot of my time on LinkedIn, because I don't have time for the dilly-dalliers that hang out on Facebook. I wanna level up. That's why I go to my inbox and people are ready to talk. What time is good for you? Let's talk. Like, there's no hesitation with people.
Yeah.
So everyone has to do what's best for them. People will either do this business, like I said to you in the beginning, there is no, like David Wood says, how many people are playing at a 10? Here's the deal. You're either at a 0 or you're at a 10. There's no in between. And I did a Facebook Live today, and I was telling people, like, honor where you are in your network marketing journey and what you want your business to be. If you don't want to do this full time, if you love your full-time job and you want to do this as a little side hustle and do it when you want to do it, honor that. Do it. But don't sit there and complain and then compare yourself to someone who wants to do this full-time, because that's not aligned. So, and if you don't like your job, stop complaining about it.
And
figure out a way to do the best job you can at where you are in the job you don't like, not to prove it to anyone else, but prove it to yourself, because you will start growing and you'll want more and you'll start doing more.
Absolutely. Or I've often felt that because I love speed, because I go fast, because I'm very like red, I've often felt that I had to like dim my light or slow down not to intimidate anyone. And that's just crazy. Why would you ever slow down? Why would you not step up? Anytime corporate asks me to speak on a call or do an event, I'm like, yes,
Done.
yes, yes. I always say yes, because that's just me. Yes.
The fact is this, whatever speed you want to go with this business, you're going to meet people that want to go the same speed as you. And that's the thing. Like, I don't tell people, I don't leave anyone behind. They choose to stop. So I'm not leaving you behind. You're leaving yourself behind. I don't care if you're walking, you're jogging, you're running. As long as you're following me in the footsteps, you're going to get the droppings along the way of what you need to be doing until you catch up.
Yeah. And it's never the company, and it's never your coach, and it's
you.
The products or the compensation.
It's you.
100%. A lot of people that are not succeeding, they are like to point the finger and blame how they don't have this, they don't have that. But it really, I didn't have any of that. But I just wanted it so bad. The education, so what? You don't have money. Google, YouTube, all the education is there for free. There's a local event here that's $15.
How about now? How about people that can't get to Celebration NYKO, right? One, you enroll a bunch of people, we're going to send you for free. Like, I have $1,000 waiting for me at the front desk in February, which is really cool. Number two, they have Isagenix Live. So if you can't get to the event, you could just go on your computer and watch the whole thing streamed. They make it too easy now.
I agree with you. And I tell you, my friend Ed and I, we were talking about it, and I'm like, dude, I have been on 600 team calls. Like, I've never missed a team call, because I understand in my heart, the minute I don't show up, I'm sending a message to them where it's just not that important. And so we've been on these calls so many times, and it's a part of the job. I did a Facebook Live for my team, sharing, enrolling, and really promoting to these calls and events. It's a part of the gig.
People have to know what you're doing, but they also, it's the simplest. It's so funny. I was talking about it with my girlfriend, and I'm like, you listen to all these podcasts and all these big thinkers. Everyone is saying the same shit. Everyone. No, Angela, I'm serious. They're like, everyone is regurgitating everybody else's words. It's just said in a different tone or a different way. Right. Everyone says, Angela, your thoughts dictate your beliefs. What you think about is what you become. Stay positive. Let go of the negative people. Surround yourself with, these are all things that it's almost like I'm comparing personal development now, and this is a straight analogy, to how to lose weight. Because everyone knows what foods are bad for them, and everyone knows what foods are good for them. So if you're going to make the choice to eat all the bad food, you're going to get a bad result. Same thing. If personally development-wise, you're going to choose, watching a lot of TV like CNN, or not listening to podcasts, or surrounding yourself with broke people, or staying in the same story, nothing's going to change.
Absolutely.
But I learn things all the time, but it's the same shit, just said a different way. Choose happiness. And the thing is, you see all these people saying all this stuff, and I remember one of the most impactful things that I saw, Joe Polish was doing his podcast, and he was interviewing Robin Sharma. And he was saying to Robin Sharma, he goes, Robin, it just seems like you're so upbeat. Like, do you ever have a bad day? And Robin's like, no, I never have a bad day. He goes, of course I do. He goes, I'm a human being. He goes, I have shitty moments. I have wall-kicking moments, but they're moments.
Just what Tony Robbins said, same thing. He has bad days, but it's just a short moment in time, and then he lets it go.
We control everything, like our thoughts, our emotions, our beliefs. Everything is controlled by what we think about. Like, whatever you put energy into, that's where the energy is going to flow. And you know, I don't set expectations for myself every week, but I have expectations of how I should be showing up every day. And I don't show up for anybody else but me. I'm just the portal to assist people in getting through whatever they're getting through. Like, I can't tell you how many times I either put up a post or I do a Facebook Live, and all it takes, I don't care what anybody else says, but that one person that says, needed to hear this today.
Yeah.
That one person makes the whole difference. I needed to hear this today. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean,
because you have to understand what you feel, and this is the honest to God truth. If you're ever feeling something, like if you're ever thinking about what you want to post or what you want to say to your team, it's not you coming up with it. You're the portal, just like I am, for how people are feeling energetically. You're just feeling it through you.
right.
So if you ever get an idea, we're like, oh, I got to tell the team about this, or I got to post that. That's not you. It's your words, it's your thoughts, but it's coming from how other people are feeling around you, and you're the vessel to get it out there. Say, no, this is what you need to do.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. A lot of stuff, you know what, we feel it, we see it, and I feel like in terms of the team, you really do want the best for them, and the way you're going to do that is just by showing up each and every day, but really by showing up as the person. You know, you cannot ask them to do something. You can't ask them to be somebody unless you're willing to step up and be it first. And I feel like long before the stars comes the mindset. Like I'm not ready for 9-star because I'm not there yet. I've got a lot of, work and self-improvement to do before I hit that 9-star rank. And I know it, and that's okay with me because, I've gotten to the point where it's not about the money. It's not about me. It's just about helping to lift enough people. In the beginning, it was really a place of survival and desperation. And now it's not. Now I get to have fun with this and enjoy it and learn a different skill set and a different, but it really is to me about not stressing out and just being a product of the product.
The funny thing is, Angela, money is a very interesting topic for people because they get wrapped up in it.
Yeah.
And so money, whoever is talking about money, we bring meaning to what money is.
Yeah.
So, people, when they mention money, they get scared shitless. Like, oh my, they don't like money. They don't want to talk about it because money reminds them of bills and debt, credit cards, and all this stuff.
Russian people do not talk about money. It was very faux pas. My family could not understand why I kept talking about money. And I'm like, Mom, because if people are going to join me, they have to see what I'm doing. And, the Russian culture, like, you do not talk about your financial business in the street. It's very
Yeah, I'm very, everyone, I'm just such a big believer in the whole theory of having your money work for you, not you working for your money. So as soon as money is coming in, and I was talking to Nancy, I'm like, I'm always looking of where it can go. Is it going to go towards my IRA? Is it going to go towards some mutual funds? Is it going to go toward, am I going to bump up my whole life insurance policy? Where is this money going to go where it's going to end up working for me? Because there's a lot of people that are making a lot of money doing a lot of things, and they're still broke because they're taking that money and investing it in a car or a huge giant house or a bunch of fancy schmancy clothes, and it was really interesting. I went, I split 2 pairs of jeans, my butt still rules my pants. And, it was on my birthday, and I was, my dad and I were spending the day together, and I ran into, Diesel, and I got a quick pair of jeans. I need, they last a long time. I wanted a new pair of skinny jeans because that's what's in right now. I went in there, dropped the $200, walked out. It was like nothing. Like, I didn't even think about it. Like, it doesn't even bother. Like, $200 doesn't bother me anymore like it used to. So I was in Target with my son this weekend, and we were getting some, summer clothes. He was getting some new sneakers. And, I was back getting some boxers and socks or whatever, and I ran across the jeans section, and, Target has a lot of Levi's. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just try something out. So I went and I pulled out, one of the skinny jeans that Levi's makes from there, went in the dressing room, tried it on, bought them. They were $29. And I'm like, I bring value and meaning to what is in my life.
Right.
So there are people that, and this is just the way that we are, we look at someone and, maybe the car they drive or how they dress. And, some of the most wealthy people in the world wear sweatpants every single day.
Yeah, and some of the wealthiest people in the world can be so unhappy. And,
you control all of your happiness and what you bring into your life. And again, happiness means different things for each person. Wealth means different things for each person. So that's something that I also try to connect with people on, like, what does wealth mean to you? Like, what would money do for you? And you ask this question to people, you're going to get different answers. People say, I want to travel. I want to save. I want to take care of my kids' education. I want to pay off some debt. I want to retire. Whatever it is, everyone has a different significance for different things in their life. And I love what David Wood says at UIA, is that, you have to be that leader that can run with the whites, can run with the reds, can run with the yellows, and can run with the blues, even if you're a red, yellow, white, or blue. You have to be able to match the energy of whoever else is around you, because, I'm sure you can think of someone on your team that's a yellow, a red, a blue, and a white.
Yes.
And you get along with all of them because you know how they work.
I know how they work, but that's a skill that took me some time to learn. I couldn't understand why in the beginning not everyone was motivated by money. I was desperate for money, so for me, like, money was everything. And then when I encountered people on the team who were like, no, it's not really money. I'm more interested in helping people. I'm like, is she boxed in the head? Like, it took me some time to really understand that, because I came from a place where money was very important. I mean, now that I have it, I could care less about it. But again, it's a skill set that I had to learn how to communicate. It's funny, we did the color code test online, and I'm, no surprise, red, and my daughter is a blue. But just by understanding that my daughter is blue, I'm able to speak with her in a different way, where our communication has improved. Because of red, I would be like, get your backpack, go in your room, do your homework. I want you in the shower in 20 minutes. And to her, she's like, like, So with her, I have to, like, tone it down, and I have to be like, sweetheart, I'm going to need you to do your homework first. And once you get done with that, you let mommy know, and then we'll get you right in the shower, followed by a snack. How does that sound? And it's hard for me because I got to pull it back and slow it down, because that is not me. But knowing what I know and putting myself in the self-development. I mean, 20% self-development, 80% hard work. You're not going to get to a platinum or build a successful business by, sitting around watching videos all day.
Right.
But
you got to work.
You got to work. But these videos and these things, they did help me better understand, where I went wrong, where I could go better, how I could be stronger, and where I need to pull back.
Yeah. And, I don't want to get you wrong. Like, I like nice things, but I get them when I can get them.
Yeah.
I always, like, something I learned from my financial advisor. He goes, listen, as your businesses continue to increase, he goes, you have to save more and then make more work for you and live below your means. Because he goes, the mistake that I've seen by a lot of people is that when they start having the success, they start spending it. Even though they have it, like, I'm already planning ahead 5-10 years from now. I already know what things are going to be like.
I think having a financial planner is very important, because somebody who comes from no money at all doesn't know how to handle money. And I think for me to go to a store and bang out $600 and not think twice about it on the dumbest stuff, and then I look at home and I see these drawers of kids' clothes and it's like overwhelming. And honestly, my kids don't really care about clothes. So why am I spending it? Like, we really need to, you're right. You need a financial planner. You need some assistance where it's not your area of expertise.
The three biggest things that I always suggest for people that are making good money. Number one, you need an accountant that is his own business owner, but also focuses on entrepreneurs and small businesses. That's who I have. As soon as my accountant left his big branch and opened up his own firm, he's like an hour away from me. I followed him because he understands how to run a small business and he knows what it's like to be an entrepreneur. And he got I made 54% more money from 2016 to 2017, and I got $3,000 back.
Yeah, I have a great accountant, but I do need a good financial planner.
So financial planner is key because they set you up for so much. But third, which was
fitness trainer.
No, number 3 is insurance broker.
Oh, I thought you were going to say fitness trainer.
That's part of it too. But your insurance broker, you have to make sure. Like my insurance guy he's a retirement planner. So most people, what they do is they get term policies. So they get a 20-year term policy for $750,000. They pay $73 a month, and hopefully they don't die in those 20 years. Now, when that 20-year term is up, you got to do it for another 20 years. But now you're paying almost $300 a month for the same value policy because there's a greater risk of you dying, which means that there's a greater risk of that money actually being used.
Yeah.
So what you do is you have to balance it between doing a term and a whole life. A whole life is something you pay into each month, just like an IRA. And it's tax-free when you're 55 and a half.
Wow.
So basically I'm just throwing a number out. You take $1,000 and you can do a 20-year term, right? You do a 20-year term at like $37 a month for $500,000. The other $937 you pump into a whole life policy. 20 years from now, I'm going to be 59, which means I don't need a term policy anymore, which means now I have my death benefit, but also when I'm 59 and a half, whatever money has been accruing, which yields between 10 to 12% a year annually, it's tax-free, so I can tell them to pay me monthly amounts of money as my payroll. So basically, I can have them say, I want you to send me a check every month for X amount of dollars because I can calculate what that money is going to continue to grow into so I don't even make a dent in it.
Wow. Yeah, you definitely need someone because I didn't know any of that. I put money in a 529 account. I put money in a Betterment account just to keep it out of my hands. And I put a little bit in a Capital 360.
So I'm having lunch with my insurance broker on Wednesday. If you would like me to connect you with him, he's a great guy. He knows his stuff. He's one of the top performers in the East Coast.
You pass him my number. That would be great.
I can do that.
I would love some information because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of just winging it as we go.
I mean, if you want my financial advisor, he's a California guy, but moved to like the Philadelphia area. Awesome guy. Has helped me tremendously with my businesses, like tremendously.
I had one and I didn't love him. He was with Primerica, and I really felt that he was just pushing shit on me that I didn't need just to get me to buy.
Yeah, this guy's with Smith Barney. He knows what he's doing. He's been doing this for 20 years.
Yeah. Are you in Philly, Scott?
I am.
Okay.
But that doesn't matter. Your agents can work with you from wherever.
Yeah.
So I'll do some introductions later this week, and you can talk to them.
Are you coming down to Shore?
What are the dates on that? I know it's in the
Saturday, 9 to 1. There's going to be a few good speakers. Stephen Levati is going to be talking, Lindsay Wynia, Heather Johnson, myself. It's going to be pretty good.
It's in Jersey, right?
Jersey and Newark.
How many, and is it free to, is it what, $10 to register?
$15. Yeah, $15, but totally worth it.
I'm going to talk about it with my team.
Listen, if you've got any new members, I would drag them there by all means. I bought like 15 tickets and I was like, any new people, you've got to go because it's going to amp them up to get to Nashville.
Perfect. No, I'll definitely do that. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get back to this. So, the daily activity, so you're posting a couple times a day, put some good thought into it. Doing the happy birthdays, the gratitude we went over, but I want to show you the most impactful thing that you can see on here, which is something you can't see on Facebook. Wow. And it's the analytics. This is the underbelly of what goes on with your posts. So I just want to show you a second. So 8 hours ago, which was early this afternoon, this video was liked. And this was my Facebook Live that I converted into a video a week ago, and it's still getting engagement today. Now, 73 likes, 10 comments, 2,211 views. Now watch this. So if I click on the views of this, this shows me the underbelly of what went on with this video. So this shows me the top 10 companies, job titles, and locations of the viewers of my video. So when I do my specific searches on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I can take this data and specifically search for these people. So I would have never have thought to search for Starbucks, but I could search Starbucks fitness in New York City. So watch this. So I can pull out some keywords, and I'm going to search Starbucks. Fitness. People. Second, connections, because those are the ones that we can all connect with.
What does this mean, first, second, third?
So first are your connections that you already have. Third, you need premium and above for. Second are your free connections. Those are your friends of friends, your first connections, first connections.
I understand.
So let's go to locations. 64 people fit the same description in that video. Starbucks fitness in New York City.
So now what do you do with them?
Send connections to all of them.
All of them?
All of them.
Okay, so let me see you connect with this Dana. You hit connect?
Connect, send now. That's it. No message. I'm just looking through my stuff and looking to see who's engaging.
Okay.
So again, I'm going to look for another post that's gotten a lot of engagement so I can show you. You can do before and afters. All right, so 20 hours ago. So yesterday, last night, this got engagement. This post was from a week ago. And this was basically just a screenshot of something I posted on Facebook. And again, look at this, 4,108 views on this post. Those are all the companies. So I could search Johnson & Johnson, dietitian in Los Angeles. So you can't find this data on Facebook. So LinkedIn shows you who are the types of people that are engaging with your message and your content.
Got it.
So I do that every day to see, when I do my searches on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I do that to see who's actually engaging with me. So again, daily activity, posting one to two times.
3 to 5 gratitude messages. Just so appreciative. Thank you for being a connection. Congratulating them with the standard happy birthday or job change, and then searching by analytics.
Yep. Now, the 3 things that you need to do just once a week, again, a video. And it's best done through the app. You grab the app, you open it up, there's a video button right on there, and you give a 60 to 90 second talk. That's it. And that's all I did. Like, I literally just grabbed my phone. I was actually on a training session showing someone how easy it is to do this. So I just pulled some content. You can actually put these little memes in there. This was a little tip of the day. And this was about being perfectly imperfect. And it's still getting engagement.
You don't say anything about networking, network marketing. You're just being an inspiring dude, giving a health tip,
Thought leader. Thought leader.
anything, thought leader,
I
anything.
had someone, I said, like a perfect example, I sent a gratitude message to someone last Wednesday. They responded back, thank you, I've been watching a lot of your stuff. I would like to learn more about you and your businesses and what you do. Got her on the phone, told her about Isagenix. 7 minutes later, she enrolled.
Wow.
People are watching. They appreciate this stuff. You can't network like this on Facebook. You can't. It's impossible. You know, the same people over and over and over again. You know, this is something the Norries talked about. They said if you're just using Facebook, you're screaming in the same face to the same people every single day. Now, so again, this was just like 49 seconds ago. This was from 4 days ago, and it's still getting engagement. So Mondays, you're doing a video.
Poems, quotes, thoughtful things, anything that's going to bring value to somebody.
Anything that you tell your kids, tell your audience.
Okay, I like that.
If you're a mom, you got tons of advice.
Wash your ass, brush your teeth. Does that
There you go. Take a shower, you stink. Now, articles. So articles are posts on steroids. So this is how you become a thought leader, but it's also how you become an influencer in your network. And it's very easy. All you have to do is click right here where it says write an article, and it takes you into something called LinkedIn Publishing. So I'm going to repurpose some content for an example, and I'm going to just tighten this up. Ooh, want to show you something. Great website. So remember how I said to you that you have to use your phone to do the emojis? Wrong. If you go to coolsymbol.com, you can actually copy these to the clipboard on your computer and use emojis in all your posts on your computer.
Oh, that's awesome.
Coolsymbols.com.
Got it.
So like I can do this. I'm going to copy this. Let me go back to the draft. Let me just move this. All right, so there's the content. And then you're going to do a headline. There's the headline. And then you're going to upload a picture that's going to be the image to represent the photo or to represent what you're talking about.
Got it.
Let's go to photos. So this is about life being a gift. So I'm going to look for a photo that represents something similar to that. I'm sorry I know we got carried away. I know this is like running up on an hour, but I'm glad that we got a chance to catch up. All right, so.
Same here. I'm just looking at I have a team call in 6 minutes. But
that's okay. We're almost done. So I'm just going to choose a picture.
How long does an article have to be? 1 to 2 paragraphs?
It's just like a little post. It could be tips. It could be like a couple different things. It could be 7 to 9 lines. Just something to actually bring value and content to the post. I'm going to choose a different picture. Now, you're going to hit publish right up here, and now you can embed hashtags in this because people search LinkedIn for hashtags. So hashtag happiness, grateful, thankful, networking, networker, father, dad, fitness. Publish. Now, here's the other cool thing. With LinkedIn, you can share this to other platforms. So I can take this content, I can link up Facebook and Twitter to this, so I can now tweet it out to my Twitter following, and I can actually share this in a private group or onto my regular Facebook page. I always share this in groups. So I'm just going to do this. Are you excited about the shake flavor, just as a side note?
I am. I'm hoping it pushes me to 9-star.
I hope so too.
I'm excited for the people on my team to rank advanced. I have a beautiful trip. I took 9 of the new executives to a beautiful spa in Jersey, and now we're gonna do a Eric Worre trip in December. So
Awesome.
I would love to see some of these guys rank advanced. You know what? Raspberry cheesecake sounds pretty delicious.
Yeah, I'm trying to, like, because I love cheesecake, but I'm just trying to think, like, what can that be in a shake? You know what I mean? Actually, I'm thinking, you know, I'm the protein pancake master, so I'm thinking like
fresh raspberry
cheesecake, raspberry cheesecake pancakes.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know.
Well, I have a delicious recipe for raspberry cheesecake sorbet. Add the protein shake with ice, and for sweetener, you put a little bananas and agave for sweetness and consistency.
If you want some pudding, then you do the protein powder with some non-dairy milk, and you throw it into the fridge for 30 minutes, and you have a pudding.
That sounds delicious.
Or you can do ice cream. There's another. So you do 6 ice cubes, a packet of the protein, or 2 scoops of the powder. Splash of coconut milk or almond milk with some water. You blend it, get it nice and thick, stick in the freezer for 30 minutes. You have ice cream.
I love it. I think I'm going to overnight 6, and if I love it, I might go back in for more.
Why not?
I never know. I didn't love the orange cream.
Yeah, I mean, it's sweet, but I'm really interested about the raspberry cheesecake. All right, one last thing. So I know you have a team call. Groups. So if you go to work right up here, you're going to select groups, and this is going to show you where the most active groups that you're in are on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
So what you can do is 2 things. You can start a conversation. So social media marketing, this is a group I'm in. There's 1.8 million people in here. So I can do this. Twitter or Facebook. Just a little question, right?
Yeah. Shiitake or zucchini noodles?
Right. So I'm just asking, this is just what do you guys prefer for business-to-business transaction, Twitter or Facebook? So I post that, or I can also go to the groups and just do general inspiration. So let's go to nutrition, wellness, and fitness. Okay. Actually, let's go back.
Next week is going to be our last session.
No, we're a couple weeks. So what I like to do is I like to give people about 2 weeks to apply everything that I've done with them.
Okay.
And then in 2 weeks, do a follow-up session to see how things are going. So
I need one session, the last one, where you're going to watch me do this stuff.
We can do that. So we can do that next time.
Okay, because a lot of stuff, like I don't know where it is, what it is. I'm still having a difficult time searching for groups. I'm friend requesting every day.
Right.
And I can follow this system, but I don't know how to find groups. And
so it's just like searching people. So
me.
Just really quickly. So just like searching people. So like I'm just going to give you an idea. Just like searching people, you can search for groups. So let's search. What did you did
social workers.
So I'm going to search social worker.
You're going to kill me. My Zoom meeting's starting now.
That's okay. I'm going to go to more. So, all right, you go watch. We'll catch up. You reach out, and then we'll do another session.
Okay, perfect.
Bye, my friend. Bye.